when things move diatonically, like up the scale or down the scale, when you have melodic passages that move that way, right? Because if it's going to be moving up or down a scale, well, then it could be a sixth diminished scale. So that sort of is something to take note of. And then what you do is you look at whatever particular bar it is that you're going to try to harmonize. So we might as well start with bar 1. So if we take a look at bar 1 of How High the Moon, we have an A and we have a B natural. Okay. Now, what you do is you compare those melody notes to the chord. Now, the chord is G major. However, when I say you compare the notes to the chord, I'm using our expanded knowledge of, remember, we read into or read over top of what those chord changes say on the sheet. So I know I've got a choice of G6 or D6, and they're diminishes. So if I think about G6, well then A is a diminished note, and B is a note of G6, right? So that's kind of how I can piece it together. If I play, well, this looks like D6 now, it's the 6 on the 5th. It's also just simply that G6 with 2 diminished notes, the bottom and top. But if I were to hit the chord like this, I catch the melody note on top, diminished note. So I go like this. I can move from that G6 with the diminished notes basically up to G6 in root position, well, with G as the drop note, right? So that's what I'm getting at. So you have a look at the melody, and then you literally compare the melody to the chord that's corresponding in the bar to the melody, and more times than not, like maybe 8 or 9 times, out of 10, well, I should say out of 12, because we have 12 different notes, it's going to work out that you can harmonize it using that way of thinking. And where it gets a little odd, try the family of dominants. And that will generally take care of every, can't say everything, but most things. So, see, what if I start, now we have some pickup notes. Now, generally the pickup is going to be the 5 of the key. So you're going to play like D7. If you were to put a chord there, you might say, it might be the D7 in the pickup bar. So I'm going to compare these notes to, I'll just hit, I'll double up and hit that first note in unison. Now I think I'm playing G6 here. And then I'll go to the diminished. So D, G, well that's a diminished note of D, it's a tonic of G, and then the A is a diminished note, right? So sorry. Maybe I'll do it like that. So that's just thinking about G6 and its diminished. In the next part, well, we go to G minor 7. There's a B flat in the melody. That is suggestive of B flat 6. Right? And B flat 6 is what we're going to think about for G minor 7 anyway, right? So that's a framework of thinking about how to start harmonizing the melodies, right? get right into that walk down. So anyway, that's how we can start putting it together. Any thoughts about what I've said so far? So the main takeaway is look for diatonic passages in the melody, and then associate those notes with the corresponding chords in the bar, and that will give you a nice guide of how to start harmonizing.